That looked like an unusual fish. I will admit I'm not very well versed in fish, but I don't know, something seemed off.
Luckily or not, files in through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
Should we go over and look at... He was an uncle, right? Should we go over and look at his stuff just in case? Let's see what we got on old Joe.
Dunn's integrity was legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around.
Maybe we should just go for all of them so we have all the parts needed to...
The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why? Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union.
Okay, let's go back and have a look, just in case there's... Okay, that's a safe. Let's go before, because never know if playing with the safe unlocks. Also, we haven't done that one, right? Because I assume since this one is... Since the light is on, that means...
I'd say that's Ireland too.
Oh. Let's see what you got.
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
Good. Then let's see if there is something. There we go. What awaits us?
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
See? Now let's hopefully not get him killed.
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
So he's not rigging tennis games now, he's rigging boxing instead? Well, you know. Man's gotta have a hobby.
Ireland, of course. This guy's obsessed.
I keep thinking I should click the painting when it's the lamp that does it. Could you... Am I done with both of them? I may as well...
I hope I never become the object of O'Leary's obsession.
What, you don't want to be painted? Okay, so we have... Oh, there we go.
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception. Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about $20,000 in a drawer.
Then what on earth is in his safe? Oh, I clicked outside again.
A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Is there a... There's not a path over there, is there? Wait, should we be turning off all of the things? I don't know if we can. Just in case someone comes down here and is like, wait a minute. Someone's been snooping. It doesn't look like I can, though. Ooh. Oh, not that way. There we go.
Jake. Someone was coming.
Time to get the F out.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy? Here it is, middle of the night.
Oh.
And we're working extra hours.
I'm never ready when the quicktime events start.
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Yeah. Speak, you
I
moron.
don't think we've seen it before.
Very well. Why are you... Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Then tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
They might not kill him, but we can't risk just someone getting...
O'Leary, the police have surrounded the...
Well, that settles that.
You don't need to worry about that.
I guess we're not saving him then.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Oh, sorry. I was also very focused on the poor lapels on their suit
Yeah,
jackets
speak,
being
you
ruined by the
moron.
pins.
Yeah, very well. Why are you...
Shh. calm down. How long have you
We
worked
could
for
have just
me,
used
Jimmy?
the boutonniere ball instead.
3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Then tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please.
Sorry, buddy, but
I didn't do anything.
there's nothing we can
I
do.
swear.
Oh, well, we could have done neither of them.
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things
the
to her with
Maltese
that
owl.
gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
We're just gonna get, aren't we?
Leave him alone, O'Leary. No one deserves to die. Not even...
Yep. Fine.
Looks like you do. He was a good guy.
I have no idea
Of
if
course,
he's done anything
you already knew
like
that.
bad or not,
You knew
or
him better than
what
me,
the
right?
story is, but
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you,
I'm just
Jimmy.
curious if we can
You
do
see,
anything without
Martin
dying.
was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do
What
that?
difference does not doing either of them do?
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
What the?
I didn't want to.
What?
It was his idea.
What on earth has he been up? What's been happening?
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right. Let's just calm down now. Okay? It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. The first principle is the love for my family. I do anything to protect them. The second principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going?
This is gonna ruin the carpet.
For the first time, I got someone killed. Even though all I really did was rat him out.
No, I just...
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, sure.
Good boy.
What? What? What's the message?
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You still don't get it, do you? You are the message. Come on. Wrap him up.
In a carpet?
Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chugs on it.
Got it.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Thank you for not having me try and escape without making a sound. I wonder, should we turn the music up?
Hey, pussycat!
How are we not? Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's try, just because we don't get to hear it that much, so let's try and up it a bit, because it's set pretty low. But let's see. See what I mean? Let's. Thing is, I was worried that maybe it'd be too powerful and you wouldn't be able to hear the dialogue. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Maybe we should just set them all to the same level. I tried to sort of set them based on the sound test you could do.
What? Just where do you think you're going, pussycat?
Figured he'd think I was just arriving.
Two sacred principles rule my life.
Oh, gee.
The first is the love I feel for my family.
I wasn't sure if
Second?
we were gonna.
You
I
always play
play
it
it
safe.
You think you're funny, don't you, Blacksad?
Jeez, we're running out of lives.
Two sacred principles rule my life. The first is
Let's try and just let him talk.
the love I feel for my family. The second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two principles, I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though
You're gonna get
all I
killed
did
again.
was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's
The poor
interesting
guy
what comes to
didn't even
mind when you
feel
think you're
coming.
about to die. Suddenly, all I could think about was
Give me a look of
how much I
stupid,
wanted a
as if
pet
he was
fish.
asking, You too, Bruce? Anyway, I was 14 years old, and I still dream about him, about his widow and his son.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first,
That was that. Never again. Nowadays, Whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine.
Let's see, what more have we got? I figured maybe family, yeah.
When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife.
Let's see, what have we got?
His pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself.
I mean, even I could tell you that. Oh.
The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy, I'd know he's not bluffing. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
Okay, Oh, could we use the photos of the rhino and his lover and the family? Because I'm thinking maybe he wouldn't appreciate the fact that the rhino is cheating on his wife. Also, we have a ton of...
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter?
Oh,
or threaten
were they
Colbert
the
so he'll get
same?
me out of this mess?
And, well, that's
see.
it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations, you're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word. Colbert told me to come here.
What?
We can keep a finger on him.
No way. You did what? Colbert? When?
Yeah, remember? At that bar on 33rd and Main Street. Don't you remember that cocky drunk guy?
No.
He kept bragging about how he was banging another guy's wife.
Oh?
Just to make it crystal clear what we're...
Yeah, and you congratulated me for finding Yale and saving your life.
Several times.
Then I asked you if O'Leary would thank me somehow.
And I thought it was a very reasonable assumption.
And then you told me to come here to ask the boss himself.
Yeah, I think you deserve it. Right, Desmond?
Oh, Blacksad, Blacksad, Blacksad.
Oh no, are we about to die again?
Thank you. And sorry for jumping to conclusions. First, you get a random beating from Wilson. And here we are. When you shared what you'd found in Yale's apartment, well, it made me sort of want to trust you. But as you well know, you can't trust anyone in this world.
I could buy a pet fish for that.
Take it. It's only fair.
I want to bet it all on the fight.
Ah, so you're a gambler after all. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
I guess, if you say so.
Same difference. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
I bet it all on Yale.
Ha ha ha! Blacksad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited.
You don't want me to go
tomorrow,
around being a detective
don't
in
you
the
think?
daylight, do you?
We cats and wolves hunt at night.
I assume I don't know anything about the hunting habits of wolves nor cats. Hey, we only died like 5 times? It's pretty good.
I wish I was a noir fiction writer.
Same.
At this very moment, I could write a couple of pointed, ironic remarks for the narrator to recount what I just lived through.
I don't worry, I recorded
The
it.
dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul.
Yeah, a bit,
No.
maybe a bit too on the nose.
Fall loomed over me with the... Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not that.
Oh,
Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience. God, that's worse.
could these be the 4 people that... Well, half of the 4 people that... I thought I was dead again.
What were you thinking? He wants him alive.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, I thought there was a timer on it. Hell's horses.
I felt fall seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating.
That's pretty good.
Mediocre,
Wow.
but appropriate.
Thanks, game. Thanks.